My name is Andrew Bernier, and this is the systems curriculum to see how you connect the dots. So you've had grades before, right? Like with the standard A to F, indicating you'll fall somewhere on the really good to not good at all spectrum in a given class. Let's say you got a B in a science course, and Susie, a few C's from you, also got a B. But is her B the same as yours? Did you and her get every test item and write up exactly the same, right or wrong? Likely not, and this is a big deal. Because you and Susie likely took wildly different paths in a course that to seemingly arrive at the same destination. But all of B tells us that you're both pretty good at science. It doesn't tell us what specific you were good at the hundreds of different concepts covered in that class, such as the different skills you learned and practiced, the content knowledge you acquired, and even the attitudes and perspectives you used to develop your entire ability in that subject. And yet you will still be measured solely by that all-encompassing B, leaving you and Susie to figure out what specifically you want to work on based on education. This is an archaic means of measuring students, and with how fast things are changing beyond school, it's no wonder often students shrug their shoulders when asked, what do you want to do with your life? So only 27% of us have jobs related to our major, leaving students and companies to fill a skill and knowledge void, which is expensive and time-consuming. And so recently, President Crow and Governor Ducey said the future of work must be flexible, and that rapidly changing technology has disrupted the labor market, and education must change in order to keep up. And since we don't know what the jobs of the future are, and we've seen so much change in the economy, we must prepare students to be adaptive rather than focus on any singular job or industry. And the education needs to ready people to connect the dots in order to, and connect to each other, skills that cannot be replaced by automation. So enter the systems curriculum, an interactive web-based assessment tool that allows teachers, students, and families to see where students are making connections between ideas. The systems curriculum wants to transform grades from a single measure to a visual guide showing what students are inherently good at and what specifically needs to improve. The systems curriculum accompanies a teacher's typical gradebook, such as an application platform interface like ASU's use of Canvas as pictured here. As the teacher enters grades for a specific assignment, assessing select knowledge and skill concept, a network map starts to form, representing how a student links concepts. And so the dots are the concepts covered in class, and the lines are the unique connections of how well a student makes sense of these concepts. Over time, clusters and gaps will form, showing strengths and weaknesses. Current grading punishes students for gaps by averaging out the grades. This visualization can play to their strengths. And through machine learning, you can hover over certain unique connections made by the student scores, and the system curriculum will offer specific jobs, industries, and even global challenges to work on based off of those relationships and connections. One parent I spoke to said that this would have been an incredibly helpful tool to their autistic son, who has difficulty articulating what he wants to do in his life. And while a teacher will only be doing specific grades for their course, the student's unique systems curriculum map will be linked to all the other students' teachers' gradebooks in a given institution, offering a true interdisciplinary guide that teams of teachers can use to best plan their instruction. And when a student leaves that school, the account can follow them and hook up with their next school's grading system. This way, as the student changes over time, so does their systems map. And if an employer also offers an assessment model, the systems curriculum can follow the potential employee to give the best picture of what specific skills and knowledge an employee brings so they can best be fit for a certain position or have targeted training. And so right now, our target market is currently looking at early adopters such as schools at ASU, like the School of Sustainability, and secondary charters in the Phoenix community as well. Our overall target market right now is secondary schools, 6th through 12th, and across public, charter, private, and undergraduate colleges, and also looking at partnering with the local community college system as well. The competitive advantage that we have over other entities is that gradebooks are plentiful, particularly digital gradebooks such as Canvas, Blackboard, Infinite Campus as well. But mind mapping platforms are, while abundant, they're kind of cumbersome. They're tedious to put together, oftentimes in a manual format, and they're difficult to read and manipulate. The closest platforms I've seen so far are Mastery Connect and Atlas Rubicon, and what sets the systems curriculum apart is that those platforms still grade a concept in isolation, whereas ours looks at interconnecting ideas to introduce true systems thinking. The strategy right now is to start developing a minimally viable product and prototype which will become available hopefully in the spring of 2019. Before that, we need to establish better partnerships. We have had conversations with different labs and looking for the solicitation of a capstone project from different students. And hopefully we can test with students and get a minimally viable product in the hands of teachers towards the end of July 2019 for use in the fall. The business plan is that we are committed to affordability and accessibility of all students and schools. We are looking at an annual subscription web-based platform, and you can see by the price point here is that we are looking to have at scale. These are per year per student prices as well. So currently we are a lean team. Myself as the CEO, founder, and subject matter expert. My friend Chris Wilson, who has had a lot of experience out in Silicon Valley. And you can see some of his experience here. He's a Chief Operating Officer. But we are looking to add software engineers, and we are again looking for students specifically at ASU who can take this on as a potential capstone project. We do have an advisory board, and we do have community members who are administrators and teachers who are looking forward to the project that emerges. My name is Andrew Bernier. That's the systems curriculum. Thank you so much.